Shedeur Sanders is expected to start on Sunday's game against Las Vegas with Dillon Gabriel in concussion protocol. Barring something unexpected, Sanders will make his debut, becoming the 42nd Browns starter since 1999. Dang.
I do not judge last week's performance. He had not gotten reps with the ones, and he came in the middle of the game versus a vaunted Baltimore Ravens defense the last 4 weeks. Shedeur, if you go out there versus the Raiders and you actually ball, nobody can defute you. Nobody can refuse you. Nobody can deny you. If you go out there versus the Raiders and you actually cook, the haters got to shut up.
The news is official, and it's shaking up the AFC North. Shedeur Sanders is going to be the starting quarterback for the first time this Sunday. He's getting the job because Dillon Gabriel is out with a concussion, forcing the team to immediately rely on the rookie 5th-round pick. The Cleveland offense desperately needs anyone, to play well. This wasn't a planned move by the coaches, it's a full-blown emergency. The team is stuck and has no other option. Sanders now faces a huge historical challenge. He's about to be the 42nd starting quarterback for the Browns since 1999. Think about how crazy that is. That number shows 2 decades of the team failing, constant disappointment, and a never-ending cycle of disappointment. Now this rookie, who already gets a ton of attention, is stepping up to the plate, carrying the massive burden of all those past failures. The pressure on him is immense, and everyone is watching. Yes, his first time playing last week against the Ravens was a total mess. He completed only 4 out of 16 passes for 47 yards and threw an interception. But we have to ignore that performance. We need to treat it as a one-time thing. He was thrown straight into a brutal situation against a top-tier defense with 0 practice time with the starters all season. That was an impossible test designed for him to fail. This Sunday, though, is the real start. This is where we find out if he's the future star or just another name on that long list of failed QBs.
Stefanski can lie to us, but the tape can't.
Can't.
Tape can never lie. Stefanski can lie. Jimmy Haslam, owner of the Browns, can lie. Andrew Berry, general manager of the Browns, can lie. Fans can lie. Rex Ryan been telling lies. He can lie. The tape can't lie, Shedeur.
Now the excuses are completely gone and sealed away. Sanders finally has the one thing every NFL quarterback needs to succeed: proper preparation and practice time. He's had a crucial whole week of practice with the main guys, the starters. That means he's been consistently running the first-team offense, getting comfortable with the NFL speed, building crucial timing and rhythm with his receivers, and fully learning the play calls by heart. The coaching staff has had a vital 7 straight days to build an entire dedicated game plan focused entirely on what he does best and what gives him the best chance to win. And the opponent are none other than the Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders might be the worst team in football. So, Shedeur, you got a whole week of practice with the ones. You got a whole week getting repetitions. You're going up against an atrocious defense, and we know what a litmus test looks like because we saw what the Cowboys just did to the Raiders.
This is truly the perfect laboratory for a rookie debut. The Las Vegas Raiders are, simply put, a broken franchise right now. They're struggling to find any identity, and their defense has been a massive disappointment. We just watched Dak Prescott and the Cowboys tear them apart easily, throwing for 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions in a dominant road win. The Raiders' defense is struggling severely with holding players back, consistently failing to put pressure on the quarterback, and the entire team appears to be falling into chaos. The analysis is harsh, but undeniably accurate. The Raiders suck. Sanders is going up against an atrocious defense. This is a universe away from the powerful Ravens defense he faced last week. This is no longer just a difficult game. This is a must-win, must-dominate situation. We saw exactly what a true test looked like when the Cowboys played them. Now Sanders has to prove he belongs in that same successful group. This is his direct, clear opportunity to transition from an interesting rookie curiosity to the potential franchise future. This scenario dramatically intensifies the pressure on Sanders. The scrutiny is relentless, increased by the global talk about him that often feels personal. He's under a public microscope unlike any other rookie this season, and the entire league is watching to see if he sinks or swims.
A lot of the world is preying on Shedeur's downfall, waiting for Shedeur to fail, so they can say, I told you so. So they can say, put Dillon Gabriel back in there. But imagine a world where Shedeur has a Dak Prescott versus the Raiders type of performance. Now, Stefanski, I dare you to put Dillon Gabriel back in that game.
The stakes are higher than ever. Shedeur is carrying his legacy, his college career, and the hopes of a fan base starved for competence. He's never seen more pressure than he's going to see this Sunday. But imagine the payoff. Imagine he delivers a Dak Prescott versus the Raiders type of performance, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks, and a clean and commanding victory. If that happens, the entire dynamic of the organization will shift. The challenge is issued directly to Kevin Stefanski. If Shedeur played well, it will be impossible for Stefanski then to bring Dillon Gabriel back as first QB.
I dare you to. Let Shedeur throw for 4 tugs, no picks, and the Browns win 31-3. I dare you to put Dillon Gabriel back in that game.
Sanders needs a knockout. He must be the dominant player on the field, the one we are talking about on Monday morning. He has to be greater than his greatest excuse. If the line misses a block, he has to make a guy miss. If the receiver is covered, he has to buy time. His throws must be so perfect they look like long handoffs. He has to look better than any Cleveland Browns quarterback has looked this season. The hope is for a stat line that is 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 250 yards. Anything less is a failure to seize the moment. The city of Cleveland woke up super happy to see him start. This is the most crucial moment of his football career so far. The pressure is maximum. The opportunity is perfect. The Raiders are waiting. Will Shedeur Sanders deliver the knockout blow and end the curse of QB42? We are about to find out. This is no longer a debate, it's an ultimatum. Sanders has been handed the keys to the future, and the Raiders are the sacrificial lamb on the schedule. He cannot afford a performance where the analysis is split. A marginal win, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks, that's leaving the job to the judges, and that means Dillon Gabriel will still be the Browns starting quarterback when he gets healthy. The pressure is staggering. Sanders has to be greater than his greatest excuse, whether it's a missed block or a dropped pass. Every single throw needs to be a perfect strike, turning difficult passes into long handoffs. The city of Cleveland woke up super happy to see him start, but that hope is fragile. He has to look better than any Cleveland Browns quarterback has looked this season. We need that clean, dominant, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 250-yard stat line. The tape must tell the story of a knockout. If he fails, the curse of QB42 continues. If he delivers, the Browns finally have their guy. Like the video if you love Shedeur, subscribe for the immediate game breakdown, and tell us, knockout or decision. We'll see you after the game for the full tape review.